gracious and all-wise God, thank you now for this opportunity. Pray now, God, that you would have your way. God, I ask now as I stand before these your people for preaching power. I pray, God, for a holy boldness to speak with crystal clarity. As the Apostle Paul prayed, God, as you may give me the utterance to make known the mysteries of your gospel. God, I pray as the psalmist, who also said, let us behold the wonders as we open up your law. God, I pray right now that something will be said, something will be heartfelt that will make us more like you. God, I lift this church up to you right now. I lift the Prince of Peace, Missionary Baptist Church up to you right now, God, as they move forward with plans to be. God, I lift the angel of the house, the set man of this place, he and his wife, God, that you would watch over Pastor Hill and continue to endow him with strength as he carry out your vision. God, it's in Jesus' name we do pray. Thank God and amen. Come on, clap your hands and give God. Now, if that was for me, that would have been all right. Come on now, give God a great big round of applause. I'm humbled by the invite. Thank you, Pastor Hill, for your invite. Thank you, Sister Hill, for your friendship down throughout the years. Thank you so much for trusting me with such an awesome and Herculean task on this morning. I want to thank God for my wife. I thank God to have a best friend who will tell you, you ain't all that. I thank God for her reminding and being so loving. And Pastor Hill said, I'm going to get your wife to introduce her. I told him, I'll leave her alone. Leave her alone. It's still early. I might get me a Sunday meal. So don't bother right now. You introduce me. But now, that's my friend. And that's what friends do for one another. Friends tell you what it is. You know. But they also cheer you on when you're doing it right. So I love the fact that I'm married to Sister Yolanda. I thank God I got my mom with me too. Amen. It's been a journey with mom. I think I told you last time that she had 2 aneurysms. She had an aneurysm in June of '98 on the right side of her head. And 30 days to the day in July of 1988, she had another one on the left side of her head, and she's still here. She's asking for money. Still asking for money. She's still here. She's still here. Prince of Peace, it's good to see you. Got real bubbly when I saw Minister Hill's name on my phone. I saw it. I said, man, what this is? You know, we friends, and I don't call everybody friends, but you know, friends, you don't have to talk to them every day. Amen. You don't have to talk to them every day because you know they on their journey. You know, they on their journey. So, but Minister Hill, Sister Hill have been friends to me and have embraced me since day one. First time I met them to the day. They've been the same way. They've been kind and important to me, and I thank God for them. But Prince of Peace, I won't hold you long. Let's jump right in. Let's get down to the assignment at hand. If you got your Bible, meet me in 2 Corinthians. All right. 2 Corinthians. We'll meet up in the 12th chapter. 2 Corinthians chapter 12. Chapter 12, very familiar passage of scripture, but I want us in our familiarity, let's not let that rob us from what God has for us, mother. You know, how many of you ever read the Bible one day or one particular time in your life, went back to it and it said something else to you? Oh, yeah. You ever experienced that yet? Amen. Just keep reading, it'll happen. I promise you. I want to thank God for the deacons and officers of the church, Deacon McCoy, Deacon Jemison, Deacon Dice, Deacon McKinney. I thank God for you guys as well for holding up the pastor's arm as he journeyed. Thank God for you, the mothers, and all the members. listen, chapter 12, 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 9. Verse 9, and you'll find these words recorded. It says thusly, and he said unto me, my grace is sufficient for thee.
All right.
For my strength is made perfect in weakness. Most gladly, therefore, will I rather glory in my infirmities, that the power of Christ may rest upon me.
All right.
That's it. You may take your seats in God's presence.
Amen.
And I want to preach to your heart from the subject of from sadness to gladness.
All right.
From sadness to gladness.
To gladness.
From sadness to gladness. You know, life is filled with amazement. It's filled with blessings. It's filled with cheer. It's filled with dynamics. It's filled with excitement. It's filled with fun. It's filled with gladness. It's filled with happiness. It's filled with ingenuity. It's filled with joy. It's filled with kindness. It's filled with laughter. It's filled with majesty. It's filled with noise. It's filled with optimism. Parties. It's filled with quests. It's filled with rejoicing. It's filled with smiles. It's filled with terrificness. It's filled with uniqueness. It's filled with value. It's also filled with wonders, and it's filled with yearnings, and it's also filled with zeal.
All right.
That was an A to Z version of all the good stuff that life presents us. But I want to share with you sometimes that doing our life, that it's not always happy times.
Amen.
It's not always joy and rejoicing. Sometimes we'll find ourselves in a sad state.
Yeah.
And Pastor Hill, when he invited me, I was so glad, you know, to have this opportunity to come be with you guys. And I always ask when somebody give me the opportunity, Sister Hill, is there anything going on that you want me to share with you? And he said, no, you just let the Lord use you.
Amen.
You know, and that be my cue right there to just stand on God's word.
Amen.
To stand on God's word. And he also said that it was Men Day, so I want to congratulate the men. I have a strong affinity and a love for the brothers because it's a hard task. Being a man, especially a black man, and I want you to raise, because God's word will supersede all that. God's word will put us in some places that we never thought we could get in. Yes. But when you find yourself not going or experiencing some good things, you got to understand, baby, that we're standing on God's promises.
Amen.
Let me say what we want to talk about. Psalm 34:19 said, many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivered them from them all.
Yeah.
Come to the New Testament, 2 Timothy 3:12 said, yea, and all that will live godly for Christ Jesus shall suffer persecution. So when you find yourself going through, just know that you're standing on God's promises.
Amen.
And let me tell you several things that'll make us sad. First of all, the first thing that'll make you and I sad is family. Family. I know I ain't the only one that got that crazy, contagious, crazy cousin that don't even feel. Your family make you say, what about that daughter that you raised and adored and made her a princess her whole life, but soon as she got old enough to make a complete sentence, it was disrespectful toward you. Family will make you sad. What about this son that got rocket science and sense, but would rather trace drugs than a degree? Your family will make you sad. Not only will your family make you sad, but your finances will make you sad. Have you ever robbed Peter to pay Paul and discovered that Peter ain't got nothing no way? Okay, let me see. It's hard to preach to rich people, but let me see. Let me see. Have you ever had more days than dollars? More money than money? More weeks than wages? Your finances will make you sad. When you want to do something, and that's why you ever notice when we go a place, even in our own church, when they're praying for the offering, the pastor, the man, woman, God never leaves out the fact that let me lift up that person that have a desire to give but may not be able. They always
always among. And the Bible is clear on it. It says, the poor you'll have with you always. And all I suggest to you is that you do it God's way so you won't be them. But they gonna be here. But your finance, not only will your family make you sad or put you in a state of sadness, not only will your family, but not only your finances. But I'm gonna tell you something else that'll make you sad, and that's our feebleness. Let me see what I'm saying. Let me see if I make it plain for you what I'm saying. Hey, have you ever looked in the mirror and got mad at what you saw looking back? Have you ever been there? Have you ever took a self-examination and said, I should be further down the road than I am now? Your own feet and your health will mess you up. I had one of those days today. Got up, went to bed in a good time, slept good, had the room temperature good, but still had a Rice Krispie morning. You know the Rice Krispie morning. I woke up, I was snap, crackling, and popping. That's a Rice Krispie. That's a Rice Krispie. And that alone will make you sad. You remember you used to stand out on the porch of the church and see all the way to wind. And now you can't barely see what's right in front of you. Don't y'all do that. Don't y'all talk to me like I'm by myself. Now you remember your hair was long and jet black. Now it's short and gray. If you ain't got no dye in it. I'm talking about your feebleness will make you sad. And you think about how you used to run, jump, skip, and hop. Now you get tired looking at somebody run, skipping, and jumping. Our feebleness will make us sad. And the Apostle Paul had the same spiritual quandary when he found himself in a rut. And you can find that in verse 7. Look at verse 7 says, unless I should be exalted above measure through the abundance of the revelation, there was given to me a thorn in my flesh. The thorn in his flesh was something that caused Paul to be in a sad state. And theologians and scholars, the Bible is not really clear about what the thorn was. I mean, and I'm willing to believe you that what they have left on record is proof that he had the same problem that me and you had. I'm sure what I'm talking about. Some scholars says that this thorn in the flesh was this eye disease that Paul had got when he was blinded by the light of Jesus Christ on the Damascus road. You remember the light knocked him down. He was blind for 3 days until Ananias came and the scales fell from his eyes. They said that was the thorn in his flesh. That's the feebleness that we just talked about. Paul had feebleness in his spirit. And not only, then also some theologians said it was his the fact that he didn't have a wife and no family around because he had turned his back on the world and his family was part of the world. He was reared part of the Pharisees. He was reared around Jewish people. But once he discovered the truth about Jesus Christ, he turned his back on that and began to walk for Jesus. And some people say that his family was the thorn in the flesh. Not only did he struggle with his feebleness, not only did he struggle with his family, but some theologians here said that there was his finances. Some theologians says that because he had to make tents to provide for himself and those who traveled with him, that caused him financial anguish, and that was his thorn in the flesh. But all I want to tell you that the Apostle Paul left here on record for us the remedy for moving from sadness to gladness. From sadness to gladness. The first thing you got to do is found in verse 8. And Paul began to pray. Look at verse 8. It says, for this thing, this is what Paul says, for this thing, for the thorn, I besought the Lord thrice that it might depart from the first thing you and I, we must do. We got to pray and seek God's face when we're going through whatever it is that we're going through, because we got to understand that the God we serve, he's no stranger to pain and suffering. So when you find yourself in a state of sadness, the best thing for you to do is call on the Lord in prayer. Just call on the Lord in prayer. And when God answers, here's three. I'm going to show you several things in our text, and I'll see you next time on the Prince of Peace. I'm praying for you. You pray for our safe travels and pray that we get back safely. And I'll see you next time. The first thing you got to understand that moving from sadness to gladness, you got to understand that God speaks.
Amen.
That God speaks. You got to understand that God speaks. Don't miss this, because let me tell you something about the God that we serve. The God that we serve, He don't have to come down and have brunch with us. He don't have to come sit in the seats next to you and share coffee with you. He don't have to hold your hand and take you. All God got to do is say it. All God got to do is just speak. And that's what I love about the God that we serve. I heard it being said once before that while we're trying to figure it out, the God is already
Come on,
worked it out, and He worked it out by speaking about it. Let me take you back to creation week. You remember when God created everything. It says God worked 6 days, and on the 7th day He rested. I just need one Bible reading to go with it. He rested. But after them 6 days, He didn't work but 2 days. Let me give you a review right quick. Day 1, He spoke, let there be light. He spoke. He didn't do nothing but speak. There was light. Day 2, He spoke, let there be firmament of water, and it was so. Look, day 3, He spoke again, let there be grass and herb, and grass herb yielding seeds. He spoke. Day 4, He went to work, and He made 2 days. He made the light of day, and the dark, and He made night. That's the one time. Then day 5, He's speaking again. He said, let the water bring forth fish and fowls of the air. He's still speaking. And day 6, we all know what He did day 6. That's when we showed up on the scene. Let us make men in our image. To give them dominion, that they may have dominion over stuff that we've set in place. God just, all He got to do is just say it. And I love the fact that He spoke this morning when we got up this morning. It wasn't your alarm clock that got you up. It was not your spouse. No, you tell me no, got to get up. It was God who spoke this morning. Said yes to another day. And I'm so grateful that God is still speaking. Even today. You remember that Roman soldier? That one of his servants was sick unto death over in the book of Luke, and he told Jesus, said, listen, one of my servants, this is a good servant, he's sick unto death. Could you just say a word that he'll be well? And Jesus said, well, I'm in revival now. I'll go ahead. Now listen, you don't have to go back. You can just say it, and he'll be well. And that's what Jesus did. He spoke it, right? And the man was healed at that same hour. He spoke. You got to understand, y'all. The first thing you got to understand, to move from sadness to gladness, and keep in mind that God speaks. He speaks. Not only does He speak, but look at the text, and He said unto me, that's Him speaking, my grace is sufficient for you. You got to understand right now that His grace is sufficient for you. It don't matter what we are going through, that God's grace is enough to get us over the hump. God's grace is enough to get you past that wayward faults. God's grace is to get you past the criminal justice. That God's grace is enough to get you out of child support issues. God's grace to get you out of health issues. They got all this healthcare thing swirling around. They're trying to replace Obamacare and put something else in place, but they ain't got nothing to put in place. They won't take it out of place because they got Obama name attached to it. It'll help us all out if they just call it what it is, the Affordable Care Act. It ain't about Obama. He gone home. He down the floor. But that just shows us the racial divide that we suffer from in this country. They don't take it out of place because Obama's name was attached to it. Obama ain't had nothing to do with it. It's just like Trump trying to put something in place and he don't even know what they got. From sadness to gladness, first thing you got to understand is that God speaks. Not only does He speak. Look back. Text says, and He said unto me, that God speaks, for my grace is sufficient. For my strength is made perfect in weakness. The second thing you got to understand is that God shares. That God shares. And don't miss this. You got to understand, because sometimes we're being such a downtrodden stupor that we don't even realize. Hey, you ever felt like you was the only one going through that you ain't gonna even tell nobody because they wouldn't understand no way. Have Satan ever made you feel like you all by yourself? And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you ain't by yourself, because the Bible says there is no temptation what is common unto man, but with the temptation provide a way of escape. So you ain't got no unique story. You listen. You just like the mercy said, you could be a member, but you can't be the president.
You can get in the club, but you can't be the president. All of us got our own issues, our own struggles, our own that we're going through right now. We just be honest with our own self.
Amen.
You understand, doing our struggles, doing our stresses, and our hard time that God shares. God said, Hebrews 4:15 says, we have not an high priest that cannot be touched with the feelings of our infirmity, but in all points was tempted just as we are, yet without sin. You got to understand that whatever you're going through, God already felt that pain. God already had that headache. God already had that trouble. God already had them issues in his own life. And listen, 1 Peter 5:7 said, cast your cares upon him, for he cares for you. He said, listen, you ain't got to be, just throw it to him. You just been so downtrodden where you just couldn't even get a word of prayer out, where I just throw it out to him. You want to get on your knees, but you can't even get up out your bed. You just want to just tell God, get me out of this situation. Do it for me now. Man, listen, I'm so grateful for the song selection. Y'all, thank you, choir. Thank you, choir. You confirmed what I wanted to share with you today. I was just kind of wondering and waiting for God to confirm and stuff. You ever taught or preach or teach? You understand what I'm talking about? When you got something together, but you want to make sure that God is in the plan that He wants you to share what He wants you to share. When they sung a song, they said, "My hallelujah." I'm talking about the highest praise. It belongs to you. And how great is our God. They heard it in song. I said, yes, they on track. They on the right track. I'm in the right place. The Prince of Peace. I'm in the right place. She said, Sophia said, how great is our God. Sing with me. I'm talking about just hearing those words. If you can't sing like me, you feel like singing that part on. How great is our God? Because God is great. And then right before Pastor Hill, I came on, they sung two songs with prayer attached to them. I said, yes indeed. Yes indeed. That's my great life now. I'm ready. I'm ready now. It said, Dick said that pray that we'll be ready. That should be all about prayer. That we'll be ready, because God ain't gonna let us use no excuse about they've been giving us hell on the job. That our children have gotten bad. That our spouse ain't doing right. None of that will be well. So pray that you be ready. Pray that you be ready. And in order for us to get ready, you gotta understand that God shares. And I know it may be a dark time, but God shares. I know that it may be a dismal time, but God shares. I know that things are so diabolical right now, but God, He shares. I know things are real dark right now, but God, He shares.
Yes, He does.
Let me just paraphrase this poem. That's in Muddy Up. That Muddy Up, that was my grandma. She had a way of talking to us with little trinkets and stuff, little poems and stuff she had in various places around the house. You know, let me see. Y'all look kind of fun. Let me see if I can make it plain, man. You remember this? You remember this? Listen, don't sprinkle when you tinker. Be a sweetie and wipe the seat. You remember that? Okay, that you know what I'm talking about. She had another poem called Footprints. Alright. Then understand that she had that in a couple places now. And this footprint, let me paraphrase the footprint. It was a poem about a man who had went before God and God flashed all across the panoramic, big screen of light for him across the sky, and just showing him times in his life. And he saw two sets of footprints. Well, God was showing him, I was with you. I share, I'm with you. And then on some places in his life, there was just one set of footprints. And the man had found himself in a quandary. He wanted to know, God, during the toughest times of my life, I ain't see but one set of footprints. Where was you at then? God just paused, smiled, and looked at him and said, when you saw one set of footprints, it was my footprints. It was then I was carrying you. God shares. He shares. God is carrying us. You ever have something hit you so bad that you don't know how you're going to make it to the next juncture of life. But you look back now, 6 months later, you say, I don't know how I got through that. It was then that God carried you through that. So you got to keep in mind that God shares. And he'll move us from sadness to gladness.
Amen.
Now, the text says, look, it's right here. Look what it says. It says, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. You got to understand, when we're sin, that's when God steps in and do his best work. That's why it's important that we raise our hand and surrender. That's why it's important that we give God our all. And that we say, look, Lord, this thing bigger than me. You gave me this wife. You take care of her. You gave me these 6 boys. Lord, you take care of them. You gave me this job. It's your job. I ain't finna let this go give me no aneurysm, no heart attack.
What you said?
It's your job, God. And when we get to that point, that's when God steps in and do a great work in all that.
Amen.
Now, he says that his strength is made perfect. In weakness. So don't be mad or sad when you find yourself can't get to the next junction, like give to God. So his strength can come forth in the situation. Not only does God speaks, not only does he shares, but finally, let me show you something else here. It takes interesting, and I shouted here, you all. Listen, it says, most gladly, therefore will I rather glory in my infirmities, in my shortcomings, in my not having enough, in my not knowing what to do, in my infirmities. I glory, hallelujah, I'm broke. I said, now wait a minute, I shouldn't get happy in that. Here our Father got, he's rich in houses and land. What am I celebrating the fact I ain't got no money? I look back and tell you, he said, look, just keep reading. It said, listen, most gladly, therefore, would I rather glory in my infirmity. Why? That the power of Christ rests upon me. Not only does God speak, not only does God share, but third, finally, God will sustain you.
Yes, he will.
God will sustain you. God will hold you up when the world's saying, how in the world she's still smiling? How? I thought they died. I thought he left her. But you still going to work smiling and having a great attitude. You still going to work and doing your work better than you did when you did have somebody. God will sustain us. Isaiah 26:3 says he'll keep us in perfect peace whose mind is stayed on him. We got to get our mind on Jesus. We can't be worried about who at the White House, because that's going to change in 4 years. Maybe 8, but we know 4 years this time. We know that. 2. He ain't going to make the turn. Lord have mercy. I know I'm in the right place now. Listen, even in that madness, God will sustain. Listen, God will give us some stuff we didn't know we had. But God will give us some stuff, and the text base shouted at me because this is what he says here. I still can't really get it. It said, most gladly, therefore will I rather glory. Shout hallelujah.
That's the word.
In my infirmities, in my insufficiency, in my gas light being on today and I don't get paid tomorrow. In that, he said I was most listen, glory in that. I couldn't see past that. I said, now wait a minute. Why in the world should I be shouting about that? Remember one time I was at home Pastor Hill, and I had my own little dilemma going on. Job kind of topsy-turvy, and I sat on the edge of the bed and I began to cry. And I said, Lord, I was just crying. Just really, I had threw a good pity party this day. I won't encourage that. And I just had a nice little pity party. I had a few tears to go with it, and I just heard Sister Hill in the background. Didn't know what it was. I heard somebody on the TV says this. It says, for the tough things in your life, shout it out.
Shout it out.
I said, wait a minute here. I tried my favorite. And I just said, glory, hallelujah. Glory, hallelujah. Glory, hallelujah. And mama came to the door and said, what's wrong with you? I said, I just said, glory, hallelujah. Glory, washing powder commercial.
Oh my God.
And shout for the tough things in your life. Shout it out. It blessed me. I didn't know what they were talking about. They were talking about grass and blood, but I was talking about what I was going through. And it was a shout that brought me out. It was a shout that brought me out. It was a shout that brought me out. So all I want to suggest to you this morning is that you not get quiet when you're praying. It don't matter what's going on. You don't let folks know that you going through nothing. You shout every time they see you. Now, glory, hallelujah. My hallelujah belongs to you. My hallelujah belongs to you. It don't matter what's going on. My hallelujah belongs to you. And folks ain't gonna know and understand what you're doing, but you and God got it done. Now we're straight speaking, and y'all know what's happening in your life. But God speaks. God saves. And God sustains. And that's the remedy. And that's the solution. That's the recipe to move from sadness to glad. And I sure sometimes things ain't gonna always go right. Let me tell you a story about an old man, and I'm gone, Prince of Peace. It's been good. I enjoyed you kindly. Why you sing real good? Keep singing. Your robes look pretty. All that. But let me tell you about an old man who had his first grandbaby. Old man, pastor, he had his first grandbaby, and oh, he loved that baby. I'm talking about he loved his grandson. I mean, nothing he wouldn't do for his grandson. And the old man had got sick, and his daughter and son-in-law moved him in with told, look, Dad, we ain't doing no nursing home. You just move in with us. Moved in with us. He moved in with him, and he thought it was a good idea because his grandson lived in the house too. Now he was close to his grandson, and his grandson, he would cry sometimes, but when he cried, why? Granddad would rush to the pen, pick him up, go, he'd stop crying. He would do that so often. The daughter told her granddad, said, look, Daddy, I love you so much. You raised me, let me raise mine. Don't spoil him. Put him back in the pen. Don't keep picking him up.
All right now.
Granddad told, well, you know, this is your house. I do love you, I respect you. I'm just gonna do what you ask me. Put him back in the thing. Not not there after, baby. He started crying again. Granddad ran to the pen, picked him up. Daughter ran out the room, told Dad, did I tell you? I don't keep telling you the same thing, Dad. I don't want to be disrespectful. Put him back in the pen. Let him cry. He all right. Granddad said, well, yes, okay, you right. I apologize, baby. Put him back in the pen, mother. A little while longer, baby started hollering again. Granddad ran to the pen and thought about it. Dang, I can't. He looked down the hallway to a daughter room. Looked at the baby. Looked down the hall at the baby. He looked at the baby. Baby crying, reaching. I'm crying. Granddad said, you know what? She said I couldn't pick you up, but she didn't say I couldn't get in there with you. That's what